So hi guys, and welcome to an episode where I'm going to be talking about the new game mode in Warframe called Void Onslaught. It is actually a very fun game mode. Honestly, I don't think there's quite a few flaws with it, honestly, and DE doesn't seem to be caring about its players as usual. Rushed content, very annoying to deal with. Actually, hang on, let me just change one quick melee weapon. So basically, what has done with this has caused a lot of problems. Basically, in a sense that they don't really they have a good direction for the game. I'm not going to complain about that, but the fact that a lot of people have been experiencing various problems in this game mode. For example, I've had white screens, which you can fix if your screen turns completely white by just going operator mode and void dashing. Yes, but that's still a bug on the east side. Another problem I would like to say is the very funny bug of when someone DCs and reconnects, the portal will not spawn. Hopefully they've addressed that issue by now. Actually, hopefully they addressed that issue by now because it's such an annoying little issue. The third one is if the host leaves after like a bit of a duration in the thing, where the rest of the squad is left in this type of loading screen and the game never loads. And then you're later put into your Lizette where you can't actually interact. You have no recollection of the mission, as well as a lot of other factors. For example, one of the things that happened was I did not know who which players were in my game. I could not access anything on Lizette. I was frozen, basically. Although I could still use voice, like I could still type in chat. So then that forced me to alt F4 the game. After reconnecting to the game, I noticed that I did not get my Korra blueprints or standing or anything basically in this game, and DE would like to say hey, so I sent a message to DE asking them, so DE, I lost this at this rotation, is there any chance to get it back? They're like, you need to give this, and I told them, well, that's not really possible because since Void is such a fast mode, you can't really get anything. So I'm like, okay, I'll make a video recording of any glitches that I actually encounter in the game, because honestly, I kind of feel like that's the best setup for me. And that makes me kind of feel angry because what are we supposed to do? If you rush the game mode and there's tons of glitches, what do you expect the players to do? Be okay with losing their stuff? Like, going to rotation C takes 20 minutes. And it's not like, yes, this game mode can get mundane. That's why I play short bursts, just max everything and then go out and then play the next day. But it's kind of unfair that people, let's for example, you got all the Raton or Lato parts that you wanted, only for the host to forcibly DC his game, put you and your squad in host migration that never ends, only to have the game not sync anything, making sure that you lost everything. How would you feel as a player after grinding so many missions that you get the parts that you want just to not have it? So Dee's response to me was basically this. I gave them all the information that I could possibly give them, and this is what their support had to tell me, is that you don't have the right information and you don't have anything because the server didn't sync my stats because of what happened from that glitch. So they can't do it, and they just keep apologizing. What the most you could do is offer like a heartfelt apology or something, or at least state that yes, we have these problems and a lot of players are experiencing, we're very sorry, and we could say like we're working on a fix for it. That would be the most appropriate thing to say because that shows that you're actually trying. But what this person said is like, oh, we can't, and I'll put it resolved. No, you haven't resolved my problem. That's the sad part. If you want to resolve my problem, you would actually talk to me and say like, okay, we're working on a fix for this, but we're so sorry about this. Devs have the power to put anything in your account. Literally anything in the game. I got a Korra blueprint at the end, and I was farming 3 days, and I was doing how many runs every day? Like 10 runs every day. It's not that much, but I have other games to play, honestly, because I'm too dead with Warframe. I already leveled up most of my stuff. And that's the annoying part. It's like, how are players supposed to cope with this? You rush content in the first place and then act like everything's going to be alright. But it's not. You can ignore issues and then blame it on other stuff. Like, okay, network issues, really? No one had network issues. It was me and 3 other people who literally lost that part, apart from the host who just forcibly disconnected himself, knowing that he was the only one who's going to get the rewards. people know about this glitch. DE doesn't. DE doesn't want to acknowledge the problems in their game. They always try to cause different stuff. Let's say the removal of raids. They should have left it. Yes, Jordis was a bit buggy, but lore honestly didn't have that many bugs, and I've done diff lots of lore raids anyway. They've killed the raid community. They've killed a lot of streamers and YouTubers as well. Warframe doesn't seem to care about its veteran players. Like, I've been playing this game for a while, taking breaks regularly here and there whenever DE does a big fuck up. But honestly, like, what do you want? Do you want to retain your players or just become a cash cow, make as much money, and then just fail on your fans? Is this gonna be another case of EA? It's kind of sad what game companies are trying to do these days. Honestly, I kind of feel like they would be better if they could actually help the players. If support was actually knowledgeable of the topic that the players are having problems with. This is not my first time with the Warframe support. I've contacted them before because of another glitch that caused me a lot of problems. And the person who did my support ticket, shout out to her, I can't remember her name, but she was the most helpful person that I've actually met in the game, that actually explained everything to me properly and didn't shovel bullshit at my face. Like, okay, you know it's a problem, but you still don't want to help people. Luckily, at least when I got the mod, I didn't have... Oh my god. This host. I didn't have that many problems. And that was a good thing, because I did not want to lose that mod. The mod has a lower drop chance. But I would like the Korra blueprint because it's the last part I need. And the drop chance is absolutely disgusting on Elite. And I don't want to do the normal one because... Come on. I think this is just me telling DE and also the whole fan base is like, DE should take better care of its players, not being a sort of half-arsed jerk and treating people like shit. The reason I said that, I literally even said in the DE, I will make a video on your glitches. He still doesn't respond or anything. Honestly, I kind of feel like the partners in Warframe don't really defend the players and they're caring more for what DE thinks so that they don't get hassled. Some of the best content creators don't want to be partners of Warframe and they don't play Warframe as often anymore. Warframe is a game that will always come in for a fad for every update and then just die out once people get the stuff. Vets, especially, honestly, it kind of feels bad for a lot of the vets that put more than 5,000 to 10,000 hours in this game only to have DE remove what they've worked so hard for. Braton Vandal and Lato Vandal, two weapons that were just exclusive for other people released into the game. I wonder how devs feel. Soon, I kind of feel like if this is happening, they're going to put Excalibur Prime at one stage because it'll make less work for them. They're going to make it either very impossible or something else. Knowing DE, they have double standards and will always do different stuff. But again, I think after the new update that came out, I'm not seeing any problems, but the fact that a lot of people did lose a lot of items before is kind of disappointing, and DE didn't take a professional aspect in it. The only thing that they'll help you recover is if you did Terrorless stuff or Void Relics stuff. They don't want to work with Onslaught yet because they can't really fix it. So my question is, why release a game mode full of bugs early? Then I would rather have an update delayed, patch for bugs. It's the same with the Plains of Ireland. When it came out, there's so many bugs, and DE just doesn't care. They're just so happy with the product that they're putting out that it can be boo-boo shit, and they'll still smile and say, this is what we've worked so hard for, guys. This is our dream. This is the goal. But honestly, again, to people who do watch this video, tell me what you think. Honestly, give me your opinions. What do you think of DE? Do you think they're helping the players? Do you think they're listening and everything else? Yes, they keep changing, nerfing frames, which I kind of find is odd. They rework stuff and then make them strong, and then later on nerf it after the whole skin is sold out or the prime access is gone, which is kind of a good marketing gimmick to get people in. But DE, this is my message to you. You have to get your shit right. If you notice that a lot of players are having problems, a lot of support tickets coming, disable the game mode. You've disabled raids without a hesitation. You can disable this without hesitation as well, fix the bugs out, and then ship it out. Yes, I know with programming there'll always be some bugs, but get rid of the major bugs. Like the bugs that make people rage and say, why am I wasting time and effort and money in this game? That's just my take, honestly, and I'm gonna stop my rant over here. I'm trying to keep my cool. I'm trying to be positive for the game, honestly, but I've had so many friends who left the game because of they're unhappy with what DE is doing, the nerfs, the changes, whatever. Someone works so hard to farm. Let's say you farm a friend 8 times, got it perfect, and then they change it so much that your farm doesn't matter anymore. Yes, it keeps you active and everything, but after you put so much effort just to get something, to have it nerfed. I remember when Limb Bomb was a thing and then they just got rid of it. And then the chroma and so many different things anyway, and that should be in another video, honestly. That's what I feel. But again, to people who do view this video, tell me what problems you faced in Sanctuary. What do you think of Warframe to come? The delays. DE is known notorious for delaying everything, and even when they do delay stuff, it's never really perfect. Planes can run on a toaster. No, it can't. You will have loading problems. You'll have so many problems, and I kind of feel Sanctuary is the same. It's not optimized. Look at these enemies. Then again, I think that's my ping is going crazy. Host, please stop watching your anime stuff, please. But yeah, that's just my take on everything. I honestly do hope that these problems do get sorted, and people who did not get the jobs that they deserve do somehow receive it, or DE issues a formal apology, because I kind of feel like if a company messes up, you should issue a formal apology just to show that you do care of what the community thinks, instead of having your heads up your asses. This update isn't that much. It just added one game mode, which is alright. The drops are at times, but we'll see what happens when DE decides to actually listen to players a bit more. I think that they should listen to vets. New players will take time. They'll play the game for a bit and might just drop it. I've had so many new friends that I've recommended to play this game. They dropped it instantly. While the vets and us, we struggle to play the game, but it's not as fun as it used to be because of all the changes that are just making us weaker. Enemies are getting buffed, players are getting weaker. For a PvE game, that's kind of weird, honestly. If I could actually hit the stop recording button, that would be actually very nice. But again, thank you guys for watching, and I do hope that this video does reach out to some of you.